Buenos dias, mi amigos. This is your moderator and YouTuber, Nikolzan. Why am I doing a robot voice? I'm not quite sure. This is Tropico 4 gameplay, a continuation of the series I started earlier in the week, earlier in the month, earlier in the year. Been kind of dabbling in this on and off over the last, long while. Happens to be one of my very favorite game types. It's city building, it's country building, nation building. I got into this kind of game way back in the SimCity days, back on the PC, and Super Nintendo. I think we had the Super Nintendo SimCity, and this is the scenario that we started called Gods of Economy. Now it's a DLC pack. It's an extra mission whereby the objective is essentially to build. You are to build a very robust and widely ranging economy. Now we had a little oil tanker spill here, which I'm going to clean up. That happened for $1,000. I'm going to send my construction crew out there to clean up that oil tanker that came in during the tsunami last episode. I have done some skipping around. Now it took down a tenement and a few other things, structures, buildings. Yeah, I think it killed like 11 people. So it took down that tenement building that I don't want to, I would like to get rid of, because ideally here we want houses, and we don't want cheap, crappy, nasty tenements for Soviet era. So you can't actually destroy that. I think we have to wait until the little rebuild icon disappears off there, probably a year most likely. So in the meantime, everyone's living in these little crappy little shacks kicking around town here now. We've got this apartment block that we started that last episode. It's been slow going, honestly. It's been very slow going with the construction. We do need more living space for our citizens. They're not super happy living in shacks, and I think that the anticipation here was after the tsunami that El Presidente would take care of them, and really I haven't done much of that. Now I'm trying to figure out, should I place this house over here and turn this into the Tropican suburbs, or I do kind of want to put a road moving through that area. So I'm going to maybe just bail on that house and go ahead and stick with the apartment complexes and maybe bunkhouses and stuff like that, just as a temporary measure to get things moving. Now, so the cops are doing all right. We have a full bore of cops, and they are patrolling well. Secondary objective in this gameplay is to build more cement factories. We have one of 3 now. When we accomplish this goal, we will get 50% discount on all construction. So it very much behooves us to start on that quickly. We've also diversified the economy here a little bit into a tourist industry. Currently, we just have the dock, a beach site, and then a hotel, which is generating revenue. But I mean, these unsightly little shacks here are kind of a deterrent to our tourists who come on the island. And there's really no entertainment aside from the pub. You come to the island, you can hang out on the beach and go to the bar, and that's pretty much it, which is fine. It'd be fine for me on a vacation anyway. Just give me a beach, give me a bar, and I'm happy. That's pretty much it. So there you go. Now, every scenario in Tropico is a little bit different. Every city that you build has different objectives. Obviously, they put different disasters in, or goals for you to reach, depending upon the terrain and the landscape of the island itself, the demeanor and political mix of the population and citizenry. It all impacts like who you get to choose for your council of ministers, whether or not they're skilled. Everything is different. It's like every little city in Tropico or SimCity is kind of very much unto itself a unique being. And although the scenario looks to expand upon the goals, so I want 3 cement factories. Well, that's not the be all end all. I have the 1 cement factory right now, but I would like to build another one here. In fact, maybe I should just take care of that right now. But ideally, the end game here, the end goal, is to get those cement factories. And actually, I'm just going to connect this road up here by the new council building, the ministry. And I'm just gonna, so now we have kind of a town square. There we go. Well, it's a town rectangle anyway, but we have a core to begin with, and we'll fill in that core and then the periphery as well. As I was saying, every scenario is a little bit different, and you have to play it a little bit different. This one's a little different. And how many times can I say that? Is it a little different? Nico, is it a little different? Yes, it's a little different. So finally, the Fiesta Del Mar apartments come up, and no one's moving in yet. They don't like it, or they don't know about it. I don't think they know about it quite yet. The Council of Ministers is an important building, because this allows you to appoint a different experts in these different areas: economy, education, foreign affairs, interior, and defense. Currently, of which I only have 3 choices for a ministry, for a minister of defense. Typically, these guys are soldiers. They're, generals, someone in the military. It looks like the Ciro Ortega is probably my best choice, only because he's got good leadership, good intelligence, below average courage, which is not something you really want in a minister of defense, given that he's defending the population of the island. However, those are all the choices I have right now. Now, I have seen it where you grow your population and you get different choices after the immigration starts working. So I'm not going to appoint anyone there right now, but is this iron mine actually going to get built? I don't know why everything is going tediously slow with my construction crews. One of them is almost exclusively women, and I'm not saying that women are poor at construction. I'm just saying that the policy I have set to the easy does it here maybe allows for a little more slacking. So they're slacking off. Now I see an export salt challenge coming up, and I see a salt, good spot for a salt mine right here, and there we go. So before I even accept the challenge, I can get this road built out and get the salt mine started. Now, it's far enough away from the major population base here, so that's not going to affect the pollution so much. And then finally, the space where that old nasty tenement building has freed up, so I can put another apartment right there. The apartments are part and parcel, hands up, better than the tenement buildings. Oh, Agent Sasha.
I have a secret task. It is a matter of international
Sasha.
urgency.
See, okay, so I can accept this now because I already got the salt mine on the go. It's already been, it's been commissioned. It hasn't been started. Now a check on the fishermen. Oh, we're back to the sea. We're clean waste disposal. I think that the environmentalists really don't like me. So anything I can do to appease and maybe make things not so disgustingly filthy, I'm going to take that opportunity. Well, okay. People are protesting, so this guy's got something stuck up his craw here, hanging out by his bunkhouse. Let me see if I can get on him. Franciscus Romano, the dock worker, he's unhappy. He doesn't think I care about him, and he's voting for someone else in the elections. Well, I'm not going to have him assassinated just quite yet. It's okay for some peaceful protest to occur. when the population doesn't exactly support some of your measures. Every individual Tropican has their own agenda, believe it or not, and you can find out what that agenda is. As El Presidente, you have a dossier on every citizen. We're just going to open up a quick immigration office here so we can get more people in. We need a stronger workforce to fill in those periphery jobs. But as I was saying, everyone's different and unique. Housing is not adequate, so we need to start building more. Well, I am building more. See, I've got the goddamn apartment building being built right now, and even El Presidente is there watching it be constructed. And maybe we'll get these people out of the shacks and into a nice apartment building here. We do need more because we're coming up on 100 people right now, which also means our food resources might get a little stretched. Right now we have 3 corn farms, and generally good rule of thumb is about 25 people per farm. And it's election time. Hey, yay. Let's go ahead and impress the people with my speech. So right now it's 59-28 in my favor, so most people are on my side, but I'm going to talk about housing because that seems to be an issue that the communists just brought up, and I'm going to praise, so check the effect here. Current respect 0 from the environmentalists, none. They don't respect me at all. It's because of that goddamn logging camp, and I haven't issued any anti-litter ordinances. The communists possibly could use a little boost. If I were to talk them up, the current respect is 60, so maybe I'll give them a bump. And then what am I going to address as a promise? Well, I think housing is probably what everyone is most likely going to react to as a positive. So let's watch the ticker there in the upper or middle right-hand corner, task details, so you can see the results of the election. And the apartment has been built, and hopefully we get some close down some of those shacks and shanties and start moving these people up in the world. Moving on up. It's the Jeffersons, baby. Okay. We are short on entertainment. I was just looking around here and realized that we don't even have a goddamn restaurant. So we need something, especially if we're trying to build out that tourism industry. People are going to need a place to go to eat, and it also serves. It also serves meals. It's something not just for the tourists, but for the Tropicans themselves. So. Rather than going to the corn farm and picking something up, they can just go to the restaurant and buy themselves a meal. So that's another bonus. And slowly the salt mine is coming up. We have a couple of guys out there working on that. Looks like the ministry has a mission for us that we'll check out here in a moment. I do want to just, it's export. Fine jewels. Fine. Does it look like I have the resources for a fine jewelry shop? So I'm going to dismiss this because there's not really any possible way. And what am I going to make? I'll make some plus 30 Europe relations. I really don't care about the relations with Europe at this point so much. So much so that I would have to start a diamond mine or a gold mine. I think a gold mine. Start that production process up, and then build a jewelry factory, and then all the upgrades to the jewelry factory in order to start producing the fine jewelry that these guys want, just for a boost in relations. I mean, it would be a great boon to the economy, don't get me wrong, but it's not the direction that I'm heading currently. So let's put we got another house out here by the logging camp. Give those guys a place to sleep. The restaurant has not yet been started, so we're going to up the priority on that. These construction workers are just horrible. Let's send El Presidente over to the high school and maybe give a boost to those kids over there. We need more educated workers to fill in those roles that require high school education, which are becoming more prevalent. Hopefully, once that immigration office gets built, more protests. Ooh, he's gathering a crowd this time. Okay. Well, what is our happiness is down to 48%. Population is up to 102. So population keeps on rising and happiness keeps on falling. So it's a fine juggling act, Tropico. It's really I'll speed up time here a little bit. It's really it's a plate spinner. So if you go too fast, then you're bound to drop a plate. Now, and I'm still kind of recovering here from that tsunami. So we do need more. Again, we need more housing. I made that commitment to these people. So up goes another apartment building. Every apartment building is going to hold 15 people. Oh God.
Presidente. I am glad that you have
which one is not?
This building to the road network.
Which one is not connected over here? I don't see. Hello. Is it the mine? Is the mine not connected? The farm doesn't need to be connected. The bunkhouse doesn't need to be. None of this needs to be connected over here. It must be. No, that's obviously connected. No one cares about the farm. It's got to be the mine. Yeah, the mine must not be connected to the road system. To the road. We're here. There we go. Come on, bring it in. Come on, tie it up. Almost. There you go. I think that's it. Well, there you go. There's some fine gameplay for you. We finally got the mine connected up to the road network. We have 2 of 3 cement factories built. We're working on more houses. The tourist industry comes next. Stay tuned for episode number 3. Thank ya. Because I'm not really ready for them, I have no place for them to stay. I've got no bungalows. I've got no hotel. So I'm kind of building the foundation here before we jump into the roof. Which is important.